So this is the exercise on adjective clauses. You have to find which part of the sentence is the adjective clause. So we are going to start with Mahi because I think in the previous class she did not get the opportunity. So we are starting with her. Yes, Mahi.
Sir, the first one, the answer will be that you wanted.
That you wanted. All right,
Yes,
Mahi. But you will also have to tell why it is the adjective clause. What question is it answering? Then you will have to tell me the verb that is present in the clause, right?
sir, the question will be that what you want, what you want,
Which novel do you want, right?
do you want? Yes, sir.
Which
Which
novel
novel?
is this? Which novel is here? If the question
Yes,
is
sir.
that, the answer is going to be the novel
That
that you wanted.
you
So
wanted.
some extra information is being given about the novel. Which novel is present here? That novel is present that you
That you
wanted.
wanted.
So extra information about the novel is being provided. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So here is the novel that you wanted. So something, some extra information is being provided about the novel. Which novel? The novel that you wanted. So it is acting as an adjective phrase because we are being provided extra information about the novel and the verb wanted is present over here. So it will be called a clause. So it becomes an adjective clause in this case. All right, now the next question. Yes, Unnati.
Good afternoon, teachers.
Good afternoon.
So it will be who do not complain.
Okay.
So
Who
because,
do not? Yes.
So because it is explained that who are never pitied. So what?
Yes. Who are the people that are never pitied? Pitied, not pitied. All right.
Sorry.
From pity, it yes, it is the you can say when we feel pity for someone, right? So because the sentence is in the passive way, so pitied has been used because we start using the third form of the verb, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yes. So what is happening over here? We are describing those people. So who are those people? The description is given who do not complain, right? Because the question will be who are those people who are never pitied? So the answer is who do not complain. So who do not complain part is describing the those. And if we take those also, see the distinction again. If we take this whole part, those who do not complain are never pitied. So this whole part will start acting as a noun clause, but as soon as we remove those from here and only take this part, who do not complain, this part alone will be the adjective clause because then it will describe those. Otherwise, it will answer the question who are never pitied, and who are never pitied means it should be a person. So it will answer those who never do not complain, they are never pitied. So this whole part will act as a noun clause, and this part who do not complain part, removing those from it, will start acting as an adjective clause. You have seen this happen in phrase also, right? Whether it is noun phrase, adjective phrase, it happens all the time because the things change. When we take the whole part, the noun also present in it, then it starts acting as the noun clause. And when we remove the noun part from it or the pronoun part from it, then the rest of the part is describing that noun. So it alone remains as the adjective clause or adjective phrase. The same thing is being followed over here. All right. My grandfather remembers the old. Yes, there is some problem going on with the network or Zoom. I don't know. Yes, Aryan.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes,
Sir, the
my
third one.
yes, my grandfather remembers the old days when there was no television.
Sir, when there was no television, sir, because
All
it
right.
is describing the old days that grandfather.
Yes. So the old days present over here is the noun. Which old days? So when there was no television, those old days are being talked about. So old days have been described by this phrase. So when there was no television is the phrase clause actually. And tell me why it is the clause. What is the verb that is present?
Sir, was is the verb.
Yes, yes. So I have already told you that was is a helping verb, right? So was is present over here. That is why this group of words present over here is not a phrase and a clause. The description of the old days is making it work as an adjective, and the presence of the word was is distinguishing it from a phrase. So it will be a clause, adjective clause. All right. Yes, Shubhangi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, the adjective clause will be that run on electricity because it will explain the eco-friendly cars that saves gas.
Yes. So
and
that run on electricity. Yes, you want to tell the verb part.
So the question will be made that what save gas? What saves gas?
Basically, eco-friendly car. See, if that question will be, then you will have to use a noun clause. Understood?
Yes.
Yes. Because then what this question will be, what will save gas? So we will have to say eco-friendly cars that run on electricity save gas. Understood? So this whole part, eco-friendly cars that run on electricity, this whole part will become the noun clause because it will start answering the question, what saves gas? So what saves gas? Then the answer is eco-friendly cars that run on electricity. But over here, that is not the case. We are taking only this part that run on electricity. So basically, this phrase, the clause that run on electricity is describing eco-friendly cars. Which eco-friendly cars? Those eco-friendly cars that run on electricity. Understood? Yes, because the cars that run on gas, the CNG cars, they are also eco-friendly. They don't make a lot of pollution, right? But they run on gas. So which eco-friendly cars can save gas? Those cars that run on electricity, right? So over here, we are making the distinction. So we are basically describing which eco-friendly cars save gas. So some extra information is being provided about those eco-friendly cars, right? So if we, so basically you can see again the previous example has been repeated, those who do not complain part, right? That if we take the noun part also, eco-friendly cars, then the whole thing will become the noun clause. But if we remove the noun clause part from it and take only that run on electricity, the noun part is removed, then this part becomes the adjective clause because it will start describing the eco-friendly cars. So the questions will be different. The first question would have been, what save gas? So the answer would have been eco-friendly cars that run on electricity. So over there, the question what was answered. But over here, in this case, what is happening? The question will be, which eco-friendly cars save gas? So a special type of eco-friendly cars are being questioned, right? Which eco-friendly cars are doing that? So now we are describing which eco-friendly cars. So those eco-friendly cars that run on electricity. So eco-friendly cars are being described over here. Which eco-friendly cars? Extra information is being given. Whereas in the previous case, it was being asked what saves gas. So the question, so when we remove the noun part from it, eco-friendly cars, it became adjective clause. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the verb in will be that run.
Yes, obviously run. It is quite clear. That is why I didn't ask for the verb. Okay. Next one, Ianshi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So the answer for this will be which most people love is the adjective clause. The question being answered is what most people love, and the verb here is love.
See, again, the problem will be what, see, which fast, okay. If you will say what most people love, that will be fast food. So fast food is not the adjective clause. Understood?
Yes.
If the question is what is not good for our health, listen, if the question is what is not good for our health, the answer will be fast food, which most people love, is not good for our health. So the whole part, fast food, which most people love, this whole part will start acting as a noun clause because it will answer the question what is not good for our health. But if we remove the noun part from here and keep only this part, which most people love, then what is it doing? It is describing the fast food. Which type of fast food, right? So this phrase, which most people love, is just explaining to us what kind of fast food is being talked about. Some extra information is being given about the fast food. Otherwise, we could have also written fast food is not good for our health. It was sufficient. So this phrase, this clause, which most people love, is just providing us some extra information about the fast food. So that is why only this part is the adjective clause, because it is telling us something extra about the fast food. Understood? Otherwise, if we include fast food also, then the question will entirely change. It will become what is not good for our health, and it will change into a noun. Then we will have to tell fast food, which is not good for health. Fast food, which most people love, is not good for our health. Understood the difference?
Yes, sir.
I hope it is for the good that I got disconnected, because maybe I will be able to annotate now. Yes, it is good. So what is happening over here? We have removed the fast food part. So which most people love part. This part is becoming the adjective clause because it will start describing fast food. And if we take the whole part, fast food, which most people love, then it will answer what is not good for our health. Then it will start acting as a noun clause. Okay. Now the next one, Mr. Rao. Yes, Anirudh.
Good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in this sentence, sir, the adjective clause will be who helped me understand the basics of maths. Sir, because sir, in this sentence, sir, it is describing Mr. Rao.
Yes. Yes,
That
Mr.
he
Rao
helped me
has been
understand.
described. Yes. And tell me the verb part in it.
Sir, understand.
Helped is not the verb?
Yes, sir. Help, sir,
Yes.
help.
Helped is also there. Understanding something can also be verb, but helped is the main thing that is present over here. Right. So you can
Yes,
see that if Mr. Rao is the teacher who helped me understand, this whole part is taken, then the question could have been, who made you understand the basic of maths? So Mr. Rao is the teacher. Then Mr. Rao is the teacher would have become the noun clause, because is present, which is the verb. So Mr. Rao is the teacher would have become noun clause. But over here, who helped me understand? This clause is making us understand Mr. Rao, describing something about Mr. Rao, right? Giving something
sir.
extra, some information. So this clause, who helped me understand, is helping us in understanding a person, giving some extra information about a person. So it is acting as an adjective, and since the verb helped is present over here, so it will act as an adjective clause. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is the part which is meant for community functions. Yes, Akash.
Good morning, teacher. Good afternoon, teachers. Yes, sir.
Good
This is the
afternoon.
part which is meant for community function. Sir, adjective clause will be which is meant for community function.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Because sir, it is describing the park. It is giving us some extra information about the park.
Yes, which park? Basically, it is telling us which park. So we are getting some information about the park, right?
Answer. Answer
Yes,
verb is meant is the
yes.
verb.
Is meant is the verb over here.
Is the helping verb and meant is the main verb.
Yes. So this is how we have understood. In all these cases, you can see that the adjective clauses, what they are trying to do, they are trying to describe some noun and a verb is present in them. So all the group of words that are present and acting as adjectives because a verb is present in them, all of them are clauses.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, teachers.
Welcome. I think I have one or two more sentences in this exercise only. Let me see. Yes. This sentence is quite similar to the previous one. Who is it? Anubhav. All right. Yes, Anubhav.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, the adjective clause will be where people take their pets for a walk.
Yes, where
Because,
people
it
take
is
their pets for a
describing
walk.
the-
Yes.
Because, sir, it is describing the park.
Yes. Again, it is describing the park, giving some extra information about the park. This is the park. What is done in this park, right? What is the specialty of this park? So extra information is being provided about the park. And tell me the verb. Otherwise, it will become a clause. We need a verb to make
Sir,
it a
take
clause.
care.
Yes, take, not there. Why there? There it shows possession, right?
Okay.
Yes, there it shows possession of something that the pets belong to whom. So over here, take is the verb.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now, who is going to answer the last one? Okay. Yes, Era. Yes, Era. Tell me the answer. Not audible, Era. Are you speaking? I can't hear anything. No. Try after some time. Check your device. Yes, Angel.
Okay, so that young boy will be the adjective.
That young boy will be the adjective phrase. What did you say? I think it is a noun phrase, that young boy. What will be the adjective clause, Angel?
Who broke the window pane?
Yes, who broke the window pane is the adjective clause over here because it will describe that young boy. It is telling us who that young boy is, right? So it is giving some extra information about that young boy, that boy who broke the window pane is over here. So which boy is over here? That boy who broke the window pane, right? So this is acting as an adjective, giving some extra information about the young boy. And tell me the verb part.
So broke.
Yes, who broke the window. Broke is the verb. All right, so now we have completed this exercise. First of all, we are going to fill in the blanks also with the help of adjective clauses. After that, I will take your doubts if you have any in adjective clauses. Okay. So we will continue with the exercises first. Yes, Arunima, last time you were not able to answer. Start.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
I know the place.
The place. Sir, just give me a minute. I know the place where he plays hide and seek.
Okay. All right. I know the place where he plays hide and seek. So now the place is being described, which place you are talking about, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
it is acting as an adjective where
Yes,
he
sir.
plays hide and seek. All right. Now tell me the verb part present.
Sir, place.
Yes, where he plays. So plays is the verb present over here. Any other verb? No.
No, sir.
Yes. So what is this clause is doing? This clause is describing the place. Which place is being talked about? That place where he plays hide and seek, right? So the place has been described, so acting as an adjective, and since the verb place is present, so it is acting as an adjective clause. All right. Any new student? Okay, the usual ones are answering. Shivansh, try. Students will not be promoted. Think of some students who should not be promoted. Students who are absent all the time will not be promoted. What do you say? At least show your face. You are hiding your face now. Yes, Neha, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, students who failed will not be promoted.
Obviously, give some other thing. Who
Students
failed
who
are different.
misbehaved, students who misbehaved in the class will not
Okay.
be promoted.
Okay. Students who misbehave in the class. In the class. Tell me the verb.
Misbehave.
All right. So basically what this clause is doing, it is describing the students. Which students will not be promoted? So those students who misbehave in class, and misbehave is the verb part that is present. So students are being described and the verb is also present. So it is an adjective clause. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Well. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Yes, sir. He found the key which he had lost yesterday.
Which he has he had lost. We won't say has.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, had.
Yes.
Which
Which he had lost.
yesterday.
I will tell you the reason also why we are going to use had. Which he had lost yesterday. So while doing the tenses, we studied that when two things are performed in the past and one thing happens and then after that another thing happens. So the first thing that happens in the past, that thing is written in the perfect form with had, and the second thing that is closer to the present time is written in simple present, right? So over here also you can see that two things happened. First of all, the key was lost, right? And then it was found also. Both the things happened in the past. So found has been written in simple past because this is the latest thing that happened. And what happened earlier, the key was lost. So it has been written with had in the perfect form. So he found the key which he had lost yesterday. And now what is it doing? It is describing the key. Which key was found? That key was found which he had lost yesterday. So which he had lost yesterday is describing the key. So it is acting as an adjective. And because had lost is the verb that is present over here. So what is it doing? It is basically indicating that this group of words is a clause. So it is an adjective clause.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yes, Shubhanjali.
Good afternoon, teachers.
Good afternoon.
She left by the train at 8 o'clock before we have arrived.
See, it won't describe the train, Shubhanjali. If you will say, let me write it so that I can make others also understand. You said she left by the train at 8 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, 8 o'clock. o'clock. Then what did you say after that?
Before we arrive.
Before we arrived. Now, see this sentence. Is this part that you have said, is it describing the train?
No, sir.
No, right? Because it is telling at what time she left, right? So basically, what is it doing? It is telling us the time of action, basically. Yes, Shubhanjali?
Yes, sir.
We are getting the time of action, the time of leaving. At what time did she leave? At 8 o'clock. So basically, we are getting the time of action. And this also, before we arrived, it is also telling us the time. Both are indicating the time when the action of leaving happened. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is everybody understanding this thing? So how can it be adjective clause? It can't be an adjective clause because it is not describing any noun. It is just telling us the time when the act of leaving happened, when the action of leaving happened. So who is going to tell me? Yes, Genia, you tell me. A phrase that should describe the train, a clause basically, not a phrase.
So she left by the train which was blue in color.
Okay, which was blue in color. That can do. So what this does is it starts describing the train which was blue in color. So it is basically now describing the train. And what is the verb, Genia? Because we need a verb.
Was.
Yes, was is present, which is the verb, helping verb is there. So now the train is being described, there is no problem. So when the train is being described, it starts acting as an adjective. And because a helping verb was is also present, so it will become an adjective clause. Okay, so this part won't be considered to be an adjective clause. All right. Okay, Anirudh. Where is the
Yes,
pen?
sir. Sir,
Describe
where is the
the-
pen which
Yes.
I gave you?
Okay.
Sir,
It will do.
because sir, verb will be gave.
Which I gave you. So what is happening over here, which I gave you? So basically, the verb present over here is gave, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
the verb is also present and it is describing the pen,
pen.
which pen I am talking about, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
that pen which I gave you. So getting extra information about the pen. So it is making this group of words as an adjective, acting as an adjective, and the verb gave is also present in it. So acting as an adjective clause. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank
now,
you, sir.
welcome. The last sentence. Akash, okay, Mahi, you conclude it.
Sir, the answer will be who makes a noise.
Who
Will be
makes
punished.
who makes
Who
noise?
makes a-
All right.
Yes, sir.
Any child who makes noise will be punished.
Will be punished.
All right. So who makes noise describes the child. Which child will be punished?
Yes,
So that
Yes.
child who makes noise. All right.
Noise.
So now it is describing us the child who will be punished and makes
Yes,
is
sir.
present, which is the verb, right? So makes the verb is also present, acting as an adjective. So it is an adjective clause. So now we have completed adjective clauses. Okay. Now I will
Okay,
take up the doubts if there are any.